past few days. I mean, I've heard lots of buzz about it before, but it kind of reminds me of a couple of years ago whenever everybody was talking about how Twitter exploded at South by Southwest. Like, you never know. Like,
well, again, that's flattering to me too. I think Twitter's an amazing service.
Have you been to South by Southwest before?
This is my 7th, maybe time. It's been a while. So I'm native to Texas. So I remember South by when it was at least a little bit smaller.
I know. I've been coming for like 5 years.
Yeah. It's gotten really big lately.
It's such a fun event.
It is.
As big as it gets. It's still a fun, relaxed.
That's what I tell people. I'm like, if you're not coming because you think it's gotten too big, you're really missing out.
And not only like is it a great conference, but then you're in Austin.
Exactly.
Everybody's having a good time, and everybody's friendly.
There's nothing wrong.
There's nothing bad about this at all. How are your servers holding up?
They've been great. So AT&T remarkably has not been bad either.
It's been pretty good.
We kind of went full paranoid on the servers. Like last week, we were stress testing it. We threw a bunch of them into the stack. So we're not gonna take any chances on this one. Save a few little, like last night, early in the morning, some guy from Croatia was pinging our API to get some data. He was being a little bit rough with it, so we had to reboot some stuff in. Unfortunately, it happened.
Did you cut him off?
And we sent him an email and said, hey, if you'd like to be friendly about it, we'll let you back in. But
well, you early need him interns.
Thank you. Yeah, that sounds like I'd love to, especially when the summertime comes, we're going to have a lot of opportunity. And, hopefully we're growing.
This is a program that I'm going to do, like the web design and the stuff.
Sure.
So it's that combination of communication skills and technology that we're trying to, get that intersection.
That's awesome.
So if you're in Garrison, we'd like you to come out and speak at our school.
Sure.
Yeah, we'd love to get involved with you as much as possible.
I mean, you should find Josh at Gowalla Inc.
I think I already follow you on Twitter, so I followed like all the award winners after that came out.
So just what's going on for 2010? What's the next big thing? What are we expecting? Are you going to give us some secrets?
Listen, I think for us right now, we put some new features into the iPhone client that we're real happy about. They need to show up in Android, they need to show up, on the phone. So there's some of that feature parity we need to get fixed across platforms. And then there's more stuff we want to let you do on the website as well. So if a friend checks in, but you're at your desktop, you should have a way to kind of interact and go back and forth.
That's a limitation of the location-based things, the desktop.
Yeah, we're trying to fix that.
Yeah.
So there should be more going on there. We're slightly excited about the iPad, and we may play around with that just a little bit. We'll see what happens.
So what are your thoughts on the iPad? Just curious.
I think it's being undersold right now. There's a lot of people who are disappointed in its lack of features, but I think the developers are going to show that there's a lot more going on there than meets the eye. And as soon as the developers get their hands on it, you're going to see some really, really amazing things that no one's seen coming. So.
I agree. Apple doesn't put out a product very often. And this one, they're like betting the whole thing on it.
So I mean, for us, we're already sitting there thinking, what would Gowalla look like if you just had that much screen real estate? It's definitely a different experience, but we can certainly allow for a richer kind of experience in some ways. So, imagine photos and maps.
I think photos is a big thing that people want to add because I was finding that I was checking in and then having to go to Twitter to post photos.
Yes. Now, what's really cool now is the photos are actually tied to the events, and we're going to be doing more of the events too. It's not just the location, but actually like the time and place of that location.
Some of that was going on with this in terms of location and panel, so I was getting a lot of value out of that.
This is the first time we've really done it on a large scale. So it's been really successful too. So we're going to do more of that. But what's great now is when it's done, we can go back and say, pull the South by Southwest Web Awards and get all the photos that were taken at that one event and basically create a page that aggregates that one evening, and there it is.
That's cool.
And that's really good.
Are you going to have tools for users to be able to aggregate statistics for them over a period of time?
Yeah, so we've got some of that internally where we started building some really interesting visualizers, but the UI is really crufty, and as soon as we start to put some more polish on it, you'll see it come out. So one of our developers built a tool that lets you each basically a start point and an end point in a time frame. And with like Google Maps, the flyover, you can put it in satellite view and literally like trace, your route over a given period of time. So it really is.
I do most of my check-ins at music venues, and I want to be able at the end of the year to be like, I went to this place 2 times, this place 5 times, this place 0.
Yeah. Well, we're trying to work more and more with artists as well, so that if you check, you kind of get your
check-in
stamp.
for a particular band.
Yeah,
It would be awesome
so you
to
get
have
like
that.
your white stripes,
that
stamp,
or like whatever local band.
Yeah,
like, you can work with a lot of these local bands, and they would want to have that because then it makes a game out of going to see them. I love that idea.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, whenever like the location-based services like really started to pop up, I'm the web editor at my school paper.
Yeah.
And for some, like, people are always like really pressuring me to like monetize stuff. It's like, okay, Scott, your videos are great. Can we get money out of this? And I'm like, nobody's really sure, Location-based services actually struck me because like you got us, or I'm sorry, Myra got us on Twitter. But carried it on from there. But I can't tell them like we got this many more readers or from being on Twitter. All I can tell you is how many followers we got. It actually struck me as like organizations with location-based services might actually be able to like, let's say that this place buys advertising kiosks American Statesman. Like, I could see the Statesman saying like, if you check into this place on Gowalla, we'll put you up on the front page of the site as like, like a top Statesman, like, it could actually be something to generate revenue for different like organizations.
I think I see it as a platform for organizations to use promotionally.
Yeah.
And especially in the broadest sense, not
I don't mean like generate revenue. Like we got another $5 from this person, but I could see like the bean counters actually being like very happy with.
Well, I think that the goal is as long as you're overlapping like real people with real places, that for us is like we want to see actual foot traffic going out and exploring, and maybe in some ways that's going to be like going back to the same place as the old favorite, but then in other ways we want you to go out and like go try something new.
Get incentives to try something. We would love that.
Yeah, and that's the big one there. How do we figure that out? And in a weird sort of way. See you later. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. So, how do we encourage you to do that and make it seem natural, like you weren't, coerced, but that it was just that little bit of encouragement that you needed, to say, yeah, as a matter of fact, I am going to go, to that other place that I've been meaning to go to, and that's a fun challenge for me.
I like it. The philosophy is solid. I think.
I hope so.
Yeah, I like it. I was not sold on the location-based things until I really just started thinking about it.
Gowalla won the mobile category at the Web Award.
Oh, so that's nice that you came here and not there. That's awesome.
That's a twofer.
Congratulations on that one.
Yeah.
Hey.
Thanks, everybody.
It's like winning an Oscar and an Emmy. And a Grammy.
On the same night.
Yeah, same night. So fantastic.
Well, I'd love to come down and hang out with y'all.
Okay, cool.
So just drop me a line.
I will. I'll be doing that soon.
So where do you live right now? Mile and a half that way. Oh, you live in Austin? Yeah. So I'm from Dallas originally. My dad grew up in New Braunfels, and so Central Texas is really familiar. My grandparents lived up there for a long time, so I spent a ton of time down here. And so when we started, like when it was about a year ago, we looked up and we're like, man, this thing really has a lot of potential. And while Dallas is a great city, Austin, it's just like this really, really dense concentration of like wonderfulness.
Thank you. Yes, it is.
That's why we wanted to come and like proper social identity.
We definitely want you to have fun, but if you can over the next few months, like these guys are all in my advanced online media class, they can come down and chat with us one night. I'll be in touch. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's great meeting you.
Congratulations. Big night.
Have a good evening. I really.
Great.
And everyone, okay, let me get everyone's name again. Sage.
Scott.
And Myra. Alex. Okay.
Jackie.
And
I'm Cindy.
all right, what's your name? Yeah, exactly.
Back around backwards.
So Myra was eating after this.
What?
Myra and I were talking about getting